Hey there folks, finally getting around to making this video of the Boston cream pie cupcakes. I've already actually made the cupcakes. It just calls for a box of yellow cake mix, and be aware though, it will tell you on the box that it will yield 24 cupcakes, and that's absolutely not true. If you use a regular size cupcake pan like I did, it will yield 12, which is a pretty good number anyway, I would think. So, as I said, I've already made all these cupcakes, and they have to be cut in half horizontally. For that, I have this really handy tool. It's called a cake slicer. Mainly like when you want to make a layer cake, but say your recipe calls for each layer to be cut horizontally in half, like for a Black Forest cake, which I'm going to do that video soon as well. But it's basically just a guitar string, and it will easily cut through your cupcake. I've done all of them except these last three here so that you could see it. And I've got an earbud trying to fall out. So, as I said here, we're just going to cut those horizontally in half. Put your bottom half in the pan that you are going to be presenting these in. And as you see, I've got the bottom half in these. I've put a piece of parchment paper under the lid for the muffin tops. So at this point, we are going to put the filling on the bottom half. Now the filling is 1 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream, which, let me just show you real quick. If you don't happen to know, it's always in the dairy section near the milk and the creamers for your coffee. Excuse me. So 1 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream in your big mixing bowl with a 1/2 cup of milk and 1 box of, I should have grabbed that too, 1 box of Jell-O instant vanilla pudding, just the 4 serving size, your regular small regular box. It will say 4 1/2-ounce servings on the front of it. Instant, like I said. Now, as you know, I normally make everything from scratch. So when I came across this recipe, I was in the baking section a couple weeks ago at the store, a week or two ago. And I saw this, there was this Pillsbury brand yellow cake mix box that was turned around backwards on the shelf, and it had this recipe for Boston cream pie cupcakes on the back, which I cut out and put on the front of my recipe binder here. And, you know, it just looks so easy. I thought, may as well try this, you know, it might be really good. And according to someone who got these from me the other day, they are very good. So, to get on with it though, you want to, for the filling, as I said, it's 1 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/2 cup of whole milk, and your 4 serving box of instant vanilla pudding. You want to beat that with your beaters until it's really stiff. And we've got the cupcakes cut in half. So at this point, all we have to do is get a big spoon and see if I can get this. See what I'm doing. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay, so just going to take our big spoon, get a big dollop of this cream filling, and just put it on the bottom half of your cupcake. And you see the texture of this cream filling, it's rather stiff. Like I said, you want to beat it until it's like this consistency. And like I said, just put a big spoonful on each bottom half. these 12 cupcake bottoms here. And, you know, be generous with it. Not so much that you run out of filling, but enough definitely that when you put the muffin top on, it's going to ooze out a little bit and be very tempting to someone. Okay, almost done here. Down to our very last one here. All right. So, as you see here, we have the cream filling on all of the bottom halves. So, at this point, keep from dropping earbuds. At this point, we are going to put the muffin tops on each one of these, pressing it down just a little. You want it to ooze out a little bit, but not to the point where, you know, you've got more of a mess than anything, even though these will be a little messy when you go to eat them. Kind of like a s'more, but very much worth it. So, this is such an easy dessert to make, and it is so divine. I'm so glad, too, that grocery store employee who didn't do their job probably the way they were supposed to when it came to putting those cake mixes on the shelf. If it hadn't been for the one being turned around backwards, I would have never seen this recipe. And you wouldn't be watching this video now. So how awful would that be? So, all right. Now, you want to use a dark chocolate icing. And after removing the lid and the foil liner, that's very important, put it in your microwave for 30 seconds. And I just use a chopstick to stir it up. And at this point, what I'm going to do is pour it into my icing bag. It's already coming out. That's okay. Just put, probably like a tablespoon on each one. And as you see, it's heated up and running down, which is what you want. And look at that. Is that not amazing? Let's get a spatula here, and just for the ones that did not completely cover the muffin top as we were going along there with that icing, we'll just spread it out a little bit, make sure that the majority of the muffin top is iced. And there you are. How easy was that? How easy was that? I mean, you know, if you can follow a recipe for making cupcakes out of a yellow cake mix and the filling, and then just heat up your icing. Look at that. Is that not amazing? You enjoy. I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. Leave me a comment about anything you'd like to see made. I check those things frequently. So again, I thank you for watching my baking video. Have a good day.